Hello, Internet. Hi, my name's Emma, and I'm a huge book nerd.
You're my library, always open for business, but you never show it. You're just sitting with it, but I know the score, and you're kidding.
Oh, you hear my kitty? Look! This is Mr. Tumnus. He's our house cat, and he's so cute. Yes, he is. Say hello to the Internet, Mr. Tumnus. Yes, say hello to the Internet. Hello, Internet. Today I'm going to be doing the Gilmore Girls book tag, and I was tagged by Katherine Lyle. And I'm super excited to do this tag because I really love Gilmore Girls. I didn't actually watch any of it until college, and then I kind of binged it and totally loved it. So I'm really excited to do this tag. So the first question, prompt, whatever, is Lorelei. Name a character with a witty or sarcastic sense of humor. And for that, I chose Mark Watney from The Martian, and if you have not read this book, then you will not understand, but if you've read it, you know he's so sarcastic and hilarious, and there's just like this dark humor that's so great. And this is one of the funniest books I've ever read, honestly. I highly recommend this. I need to reread this. I haven't read it in a long time, and I want to kind of refresh my memory. But yeah, this book is so good, and Mark Watney is a very sassy character. So next is Rory. Name your favorite classic. And I couldn't quite decide, actually, so I chose both. We have Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte and Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And both of these are just so good. These are like my children. I love them. And Jane Eyre is just so badass and like fierce, and it's like Jane Eyre to me is like a Jane Austen novel, but with like a thriller aspect to it. So it's so great. I just love this. But then like Pride and Prejudice is your classic like sassy, messed up romance with a bunch of like amazing characters who are really dislikable but then also likable at the same time because they're like real people, and it's just so good. And I haven't read Sense and Sensibility yet, but I have a feeling I'm really gonna love that one too. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that one. Next is Luke, a book that you secretly love but are afraid to admit. And for that, I chose The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And this is just like one of those books, like I don't like John Green, I really don't. And like so many people are like, The Fault in Our Stars. Like it's just like, there's like this stigma attached to his books, which I understand and I agree with for the most part, but this particular one, there was such a hype around it that I just feel weird being like, I like The Fault in Our Stars, because I just feel like I'm a part of the hype and I don't like to be, I don't know, there's no reason for that. But I do really love this book, and it's, you know, a little bit of a guilty pleasure, but what you gonna do? Next is Lane, name a musical character. And I actually kind of cheated on this one because I couldn't think of a character in any of the books that I've read that is musical. So I went with a book of poetry. But the author of Milk and Honey is musical because all of her words are like music, and they're just really beautiful. And if you have not read this little collection of poetry, I highly recommend it. It's so beautiful and heartbreaking and such a journey. Definitely worth the read. Next is Dean, name your first book love. And I'm gonna bring back The Fault in Our Stars for this one because Augustus Waters is just, I mean, you can't not love him. I don't know if he's my first book love. I just haven't fallen in love with a lot of fictional boys, but this one I did, so I'm using it. It counts. Next is Sookie, name a book that you devoured, and for that I chose Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon, and I chose this because basically I sat down to read it as soon as I got it, and I did not get up from my bed for the following 3 hours because I finished the entire thing and then proceeded to get underneath my blanket and freak out because there's just a lot of really cool stuff that happens in this. My roommate at the time can attest to that. The next is Jessie, a book that you love but everyone hates. And first of all, this question makes sense, I guess, because like everyone in the show hates him and all the fans love Jessie, but like, and also like everyone but Rory hates Jessie? Okay, so it makes sense. Question makes sense. But can we just talk about all of Rory's men? There's Dean and Jessie and Logan, and like, Dean was cute in the beginning, but bye Dean. And then Jessie, like, but then also Logan is just so cute. I was like really a fan of Logan for a while there, but then like Jessie and I don't know. I really don't. It's between the two of them. I'm curious, what do you guys think? Who did you want Rory to end up with? Back to the question. So, a book that you love but everyone hates. The book that I love that everyone hates is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. And I don't know why people don't like that book. I mean, I guess people say that it's because he's creepy because he like reads her emails, but it's not like he like goes out of his way to read her emails. Like, it's his job. And this is like in the 90s too. So like, I don't know. I don't think it's creepy. I think it's really cute. I think you should give it a chance. Next is Miss Patty, a book that was ruined by all the hype. And for that, I chose The Nest by Cynthia Sweeney because people, like, I heard so much buzz about that book and I was like, oh, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be like in the same vein as like Sweet Bitter and like, I don't know what else. I just thought it would be like classy and like high class people, which it was, but like, I don't know. I expected so much more from it. I expected it to be a really good fiction and it was just mediocre. Like, I gave it 3 stars and I was like, it was okay. Yeah, so I was disappointed by that because I was expecting a lot from it. So next is Emily Gilmore, and the question is your most expensive book. And for that, I chose the illustrated edition of Philosopher's Stone. I got this on sale, but like, these books are really expensive, and they're expensive because they're so beautiful. I love them. Let's get a pretty page for you. They're so cute. I'm really excited. I haven't like actually done a reread with this yet, but I think I'm going to soon and just start rereading the first book with the illustrated edition because it's gonna be so cozy and fall and great, and I'm really excited. Next is Richard Gilmore. The question is a character death you'll never get over. Oh, Richard Gilmore, so sad. But the book character that I chose for that is Fred Weasley. I will never get over that. I'm so upset. That was the most just soul-crushing death ever. I don't even need to say any more about it, but I will never, ever get over that death. Next is Logan, a character that went through the most character development. And for that, I chose Harold Fry from The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. And I love this book so much. I recently discovered how much I love it because I'd never read it before. You can check out my August wrap-up. Yes, it's September. Okay. You can check out my August wrap-up if you want to hear more about like what I thought of this book. But basically our main character Harold starts out as like an old man who's just sitting in retirement doing absolutely nothing, and he has all these problems with his wife, and then he gets this letter from someone and it basically changes him completely, and he like goes on this whole journey and it's so great, and he becomes basically a totally different person, even in his old age, which I think is so cool. It's like you're never too old to learn new tricks, that kind of thing. This is so good. I highly recommend this book. Next is Babette and Maury, and the question is a couple that you couldn't imagine not being together. And for that, I chose Lupin and Tonks because they're just so cute. I was thinking all of the couples I could think of were from Harry Potter, but Lupin and Tonks take the cake. So yeah, I love them. They're great. And the last question is Paris, an uptight or intensely driven character. And for that, I chose Hugh Glass. Hugh Glass from The Revenant. And I don't know why I find this choice amusing. I'm making myself laugh. But basically, he's just like driven by a need for revenge. And so like it's very different from Paris, who's like driven to be successful and like do good things, rather than Hugh Glass here, who's like determined to murder someone. And I just find that amusing. But yeah, you can't deny this man is driven and probably a little uptight, but he does sleep in a bear skin, so I don't know, maybe not. So that's all the fun I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like and subscribe and comment down below. And I will see you again later in the week.